She was born and bred in Nashville, but she walks the beaches down in Florida sand. A mother and wife, a daughter, a sister, trying hard to do the best she can. She found her voice with a heavy heart, looking for purpose with trembling hands. And giving this all a new start, moving ahead, speaking for ones who came. And she says, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. Her mama fought cancer while she was searching, stories that needed a gentle voice. We saw summer's name and felt the heart of week and tried to bring light where there was no choice. And when she heard of Sebastian, her sadness rose. She prays for truth through the noise. She'll follow wherever the story goes, seeking their dignity, a child's joy. She says, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be She said, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, and she's got a caring heart that won't be turned.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I want to tell you tonight is viewer discretion is advised. Janice is right. There's going to be trigger warnings, and if you need to step away, please step away. I am going to honor the missing little boy first, but the other two subjects, the second one is, but the third one that we're going to go into, you really might want to step away. And I hate to say that because I want to encourage you to be in here, but it's really disturbing. So I want to say hello to everybody. Hello, H. Davis. Hope you're having a happy new year as well. Hello, hello, Janice. Thank you for being here, beautiful. We have beautiful Millie here. That's right, trigger warnings. And it's definitely, this. At least the next part is not going to be suitable, I don't think, for kids, honestly. But you see my little screen I put up? You can't see all of it, but it says Smiley Stories World YouTube. Might take that YouTube out of there. But it says, only Smiley can say it that way. Only Smiley can say it this way, the way Smiley says it. So caution, caution. Raymond, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, Raymond. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, hello, everybody coming in. Anybody in the bushes? Lisa, happy new year to you, Lisa. Hello, hello. I hope your day has been good. Out with the old, in with the new. I hope it's a fresh new year for you and everybody. Everybody. Howdy, Susie. Howdy. Hi, Michelle. Hello. Thank you for being here. Retha, thank you for being here. Hello. Wait, what? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, everybody coming in. Thank you. And Andrea, Happy New Year to you, beautiful. Hello. Terry Parker, hi. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Hello. Tropicana, hello. You make me want to dance every time I see that name. Tina Davis, hello. Welcome. I hope everybody feels welcome here. Everybody's welcome in 2026. Just come on in, hit that like button, that thumbs up. We're going to get it started here in a minute. Hello. I don't want to miss anybody. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Robin, hello. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. It's almost over. Y'all are still going to hear them firecrackers outside my window. Honey, last night I got off. I stepped outside a minute. It was cold. Always, hello. But it was next door, and they were blowing them suckers up for real. For reals. The first thing, we will watch quickly the video on that, and then I'm going to talk the rest of the time because the other things are very disturbing. Hey, my girls. Hello. I hope we get answers in 2026 as well. I do too. And this needs to stop. It all needs to stop. The first thing that I want to do, though, is I want to talk about this missing child that is still missing out of Alabama, Jasper, Alabama. And his name, we know, I did a live on it earlier today, and now people starting to pick up on it, thank God. Jonathan Everett Bowley, 5 years old. Him and his dog is missing. Him and the dog is missing, I should say. The black lab with the white chest. Jonathan Everett, he's been missing from Alabama, and authorities believe he's in severe danger. He come up missing from the 7,000 block of Highway 195. He's a little white male with long blonde hair, blue eyes, and about 4 foot tall. He weighs about 50 pounds, and he was last seen wearing a yellow Mickey Mouse shirt, black pants, and Paw Patrol shoes. In case you can't see it up there in the corner on my screen. Uh-oh, why is that just coming on? Hold on. Shoot, what in the heck? Hold on. It's not on my computer, it's on my phone. Oh, I see. Hold on. I accidentally. Jesus. There we go. I accidentally hit that. I accidentally hit it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Oh my God. So anyway, where was we at? I didn't know where it was coming from. I'm like, it's not from my computer. Where in the heck? Anyway, my hand accidentally hit something. I don't know how it popped up because it's programmed in my computer now, thank God. But anyway, this little precious baby is missing. I still call him a baby. 5 years old, 4 foot tall, and about 50 pounds. He was last seen wearing a yellow Mickey Mouse shirt and black pants and the Paw Patrol shoes. And his dog may be with him. Again, it's a black lab with a white chest. Those labs are smart dogs. They're very smart. I pray that the dog is with him. I do. I hope they're both safe. I hope they're just out in the woods somewhere. Any information, though, that you have, please contact the Walker County Sheriff's Office at 205-384-7218, or you can call 911 immediately. Hey, Nana. Hello. Yep. Absolutely. Hello, Gypsy. Anybody that I've missed? Hello, honey. Thank you for being here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. So I wanted to get that out first. And I just looked it up. I don't think there's any new information really recent, but I'm going to play these 2 videos so I can get on with whatever else I want to tell y'all. Hey, Garrett. Hello. Hello. Anybody I missed, I am so sorry. The chat is going tonight. Sometimes it don't. It waits on me to push it up, but it's going tonight. Thank goodness. So hold on just a minute and let's get the details, okay?
Children wasn't hiding inside the residence. Um, we got our drones in the air, aviation support from Aaliyah, Jefferson County. So we've been working ground crews since about 1:15 and drones and aviation.
It's just low.
Things of that
it's not me. It's a video.
Use Donald.
You mean to tell me just for signing up, you received 2 million free gold?
We've been going on now well over 24 hours of looking for the child, and we have not gotten really any indication of the child being in the woods. We've got no thermal, no imagery from the helicopter and drones. Ground searches hasn't revealed anything to my knowledge.
A 5-year-old boy who went missing in Jasper yesterday morning, believed to be in danger, and is nowhere to be found. The Walker County Sheriff's Office sharing an update in a news conference within the hour. Good afternoon. I'm Carla Wade. Thanks so much for joining us, and Happy New Year. Authorities have been searching for Jonathan Boley using drones and tracking dogs. He was last seen in the 7,000 block of Highway 195. The boy was living with his father, who reported him missing an hour after he was last seen. WBTM 13's Zoe Blair is joining us live in Walker County. And Zoe, you've been following this story for us all day. It appears that the search for the boy has taken some unusual turns.
Absolutely, Carla. This has been a very complicated search process. We're actually at a church right now where a lot of the search parties, the civilian search parties, gathered this morning. There were easily over 50 people out here searching for 5-year-old Jonathan, but they actually have sent the civilians home, asked them to stop searching because they have been finding explosives on the property. I want to give you a look at what we have seen during the search process today. There have been explosive devices found on the property of the home where they were looking for 5-year-old Jonathan. We have been told they were pipe bombs. Constable Alan Estelle actually showed us some images of those, and the father of 5-year-old Jonathan has been arrested for possession of those stolen devices on charges related to those explosive devices. And they've actually also found at least 8 explosive devices off of the property in the area where the civilians were searching. So they have been asking the civilians to stop searching just out of safety for them. And I asked Sheriff Smith today, Sheriff Nick Smith here in Walker County, what the explosives were for, if he had any idea. Just take a listen to what he said.
The father's prior military. It's just something that neighbors have said they've been hearing explosions for weeks now. They didn't really know where it was coming from. The morning before the report came in, one of the neighbors reported that they heard an explosion about 4 a.m. that morning. Just didn't know
always
where it came
you need
from.
to
can't say that
listen to the
in any kind of connection to the missing child.
To the live I did today.
Now,
Okay.
those explosives on that property have prevented them from actually searching the property because they are trying to make sure that all of the explosives are clear before they have their crews there. I know that since about 8:30 this morning, the FBI has been out there working to clear that property, and any minute now, Sheriff Smith should be having a briefing with the FBI just to get any kind of update on where they stand in that process. As soon as he gets done with that briefing, we're told he's going to give us an update. As soon as we get that update, we will bring it to you. For now, live in Walker County, Zoe Blair, WVTM 13.
Hi, Justin. Hello, everybody coming in. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about him for just a minute because the other's going to be really disturbing. So I do want you to know that. Justin, you'll want to hear this last one. I hope you got time because you will want to hear this. This is wild. But anyway, I'm trying to get this off. Okay, where are you at? There we go. Lord, I still can't manage my buttons. I promise you, I just can't. But anyway, he's from Jasper, Alabama, and he's been missing, and it's crucial that we keep his name, face, and flyers out there. And his dad is in custody, but he's in custody for the pipe things. That was all found in his yard. They got a warrant. They're trying to clear out the house and all those things now. He's thought to be with his dog, and again, I hope so. But if you have any information, call 911 or 205-384-7218. And also, again, be on the lookout for that black lab. That black lab. Hopefully, they're together and they're both safe. Now, this is imperative that we get it out. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was something from Kentucky. You probably saw this, and a lot of people won't talk about it because it's a touchy subject. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. The last one that I do after this, we're going to spend some time on it. It's horrible. But this one, it's all horrible. They're all horrible. Don't get me wrong. But this one is out of Kentucky, and I saw it, and they're doing a fetal homicide there, a fetal homicide case, and the mom was arrested there, and this is per KSP and some other news stations. I was reading up on it today and going to go earlier, and y'all know I've been procrastinating lately. But a fetal homicide case, is also what they're reporting, okay? And this person, I hate to even call him a mother or anything. I hate doing that. And thank you for being a member for 10 months, Justin. Love you. Thank you. So the fetal homicide is, she's arrested for that. This person is, after this lady, she went to a clinic, okay? And what she did, she aborted her pregnancy herself, okay, at her home. And that she told the clinic that, okay? And she reported that, the clinic reported that to the police. And anyway, they went out and talked to her. She got arrested, but she told the clinic that she did this. And then she took, and this is a full fetus, okay? It was a little male. And she took it. She took her baby. It was, to me, it's a baby. She took her baby, the infant, onto her property in the back. Now, her name is Melinda S. Spencer. She's 35 years old, okay? And she's now in jail in custody over in Kentucky with charges of fetal homicide in the first degree. They ain't playing over there, okay? She also got abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence. I'm assuming that is the infant, okay? This investigation started Wednesday. It started Wednesday around 2:30 p.m. when a Kentucky police was at a post number 8, was contacted by this local clinic there in Compton in Kentucky. And the staff reported to them that a woman was in there, and they told them that she aborted her pregnancy at her house on Flat Mary Road. And the troopers and the detectives went over to the clinic and they interviewed her over there. The lady told police and the investigators that she ordered the medicine offline, and she took it. She took all of it. Okay? She took all of the medicine. Now, that resolved in the death of a fully developed male infant, police said. She told them when she buried him in a shallow grave in the back of her yard, in the back of her house, on her property, they went there to the 3700 block of Flat Mary Road, and they located that infant in that shallow grave that she told them about. The same shallow grave she told police and the clinic workers about. Now, just FYI, Kentucky has a near total ban on abortion. So she's in jail. She's in jail. And this case remains under investigation. Police say her pregnancy was far enough along that the fetus, which when it came out was a full infant, okay, met Kentucky's legal definition under its homicide statute. Plus, the remains were buried on her property, plus on her private property. Everything was consistent with what the clinic workers said and reported, and what this lady told the clinic workers and the police and reported. So people get confused. So let me just kind of explain this a tad bit. I don't like these real touchy subjects, but we're going to go here. But Kentucky law has a near total abortion ban, okay? Some people don't know what that means. So once your pregnancy reaches a certain point, and they said hers did, it's defined by Kentucky law as a developmental stage. Now, it does not provide clear immunity protection for anyone who self-manages abortions. Just FYI. I don't care what you believe in tonight, who you are, or whatever. I'm just telling you this story and the Kentucky laws. So what that means is the same act that might treat in another state or other issues or something like that, in Kentucky, it can and will be prosecuted as a criminal offense. And that's in Kentucky. It don't mean, though, just FYI, it don't mean if you have a miscarriage, because that's different. I don't care how far along you are, but it don't mean if you have a miscarriage that you're at the risk of going to jail, okay? So I want to stress that. And Kentucky laws stress that too. I know people get scared sometimes, but you do have miscarriages and things happen. But this lady did not have a miscarriage. She had intent, and her intent was malice, in my opinion. Period. She planned this. She did, and she meant to do it. what she did before, during, and after, all that was premeditated. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you so much. Thank you. Peggy said she had 9 months to go out and out of state. She had 9 months to do something. She sure did. So before was her intent. She ordered the medicine. During, she didn't have to think about it. She took the medicine, and after, she buried it in a shallow grave. It was a little male. And look, I don't know if she was having medical problems. That's why she went to the clinic, or I don't understand. I don't know why. But I tell you, I don't really care why. I personally don't care. Now, we can all agree to disagree, but I don't care. But it is newsworthy. This lady did not have a miscarriage. She had intent. She had malice in her heart. She should have spread her legs, first of all, and laid down. Just my opinion. So she did mean to do this, and she did do this. She made, okay, my body, my choice. Yes, it is your body and your choice. Thank you, Peggy, for becoming a new member. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, thank you. She sure did. And it was her body, and she made a choice. But it was not a good choice. Not in Kentucky. Just saying. Just saying. She made 0 good choices. And the law said she's being held accountable. Pregnancy outcomes are now more likely to involve the law. That is kind of unfortunate. But on things like this, well, you deserve what you get. She pre-planned all these. How far along was she? They just said it was full term, and it was a little boy. That's all. I don't know how many months or anything. I'm sure more will be coming out about it. She's going to have to go to court. But in this case, the police is now likely more involved than anything, probably any other case. I'm just saying. And more, but get this, to get into this, I mean, there's a lot more. And this is not a subject I want to get into. This is a touchy subject for many, many people, but it was fully developed, and it made an infant, and she did what she did, and she's in jail for it. Let's just say that. She'll be going to court, and I don't know what will happen at that point. Kentucky has some strict laws. So I'm going to move on. That's enough of that, in my opinion. That's enough. Okay? But we're fixing to get into one, and this is, I want to tell you, this right here, what I want to bring to you, is going to be very triggering. And if you need to step away, please step away. This right here is what I call bullshit, and I might say some cuss words in this. I really might. I was not the least bit happy to see this one. So it may be very triggering. Please, y'all. I beg you, if any other of my lives don't have any little kids around, you think they're not listening, and you think they have headphones on, they don't need to hear this. Hell, I don't need to hear it, but sometimes, unfortunately, what I do and these creators do, we can't unsee or unhear what we see and hear. So thank you, Millie. It is a trigger warning. This person This person abused her daughter. She's in jail. She sent some text, some video, and all the thing. Let me show you this witch's picture. Let me just, first of all, so you know who I'm talking about here. Hold on a minute. Let me get my, I should put, I don't think I put it in the, maybe I did. Hold on, maybe I did. I'm going to show y'all right here so you know who I'm talking about, okay? Okay? I want to make sure that you know. And she, I don't even know how to start this. Let me see. Let me put this witch's face up here. So y'all, so everybody coming in knows exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking about this one right here on my screen. Lee County, Florida. I hope Florida fries her ass, because we are not lenient on stuff like this. This person abused her daughter. She's now in jail. As you can see, that's her wonderful mugshot. The title caught my attention because it read, she wanted him fucking burnt to death. Something like that. But we're going to get it. We're going to get into it. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You've been a member for 1 month and you have survived Smiley and Smiley Stories World. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and look for many, many more months. Thank you. No, it's not glorious, Annabella. It's not glorious. Okay. She wanted him fucking burnt. She wanted him burnt alive. She then films herself allegedly breaking up and beating her child, sending her or children or others messages and videotapes. She told her child, y'all, this makes me want to cry. She told her child, and from everything that I understand, this was a very young child. She told her child was an ugly ass daughter. All of this while threatening to set the child's father on fire and watch him burn alive. This bitch on my screen. It's unreal. It is not human. She's not human. I don't care. I don't care what her issues are. I don't care if she's crazy. I don't care if she's mental. We got plenty more. She told her daughter that over and over and over again. Just unreal. The name with this person here, her ugly ass self. Look at her ugly ass. I'm sorry. In my opinion, she's ugly. No more than she is on the inside, I'm sure. Her name is Kirsten. Kirsten and what was her name? Kirsten and Topple. I believe Topple. She's 36 years old. She's old enough to know better. With her cruel, ugly self inside and out. With her freaking bleach job. Don't put bleach on your hair if you can't keep up your roots. She's accused and in jail of 1 count of child cruelty, abuse without great bodily harm, according to Lee County Sheriff's Office, according to those records. She's also charged with an out-of-state warrant. When this bitch gets finished here, they'll be taking her to Georgia, if Georgia even wants her. Oh, we ain't even got into the half of it, honey. Y'all make sure you hit the thumbs up. But she was a fugitive, is a fugitive from Georgia. Imagine that. Imagine that. And guess when this happened? All on Christmas Day. Ho, ho, ho. Merry fucking Christmas, right? This came from Fort Myers Police Department. We got some creators down there. If you quit fucking around yourself, maybe you could check out on this story. Y'all gonna tell me this bitch ain't guilty? This all happened on Christmas Day. She sent very disturbing messages to the victim. One includes a video of herself verbally and physically assaulting, and that was redacted. So I am assuming, yes, I'm going to assume in this live, I am assuming she sent it to her minor daughter or a minor, or it had to be the baby's father. But I'm thinking it's probably, in my opinion, a minor. She sent videos and text. She could have had other kids. I don't know. So I'm assuming that. She sent them. All that was redacted. The message that she sent, the subject, it appeared to be the little girl's father, but I'm not sure. But he is the victim, so it could have been him. She always called him fuckboy. In the message, she wrote that many times. So I don't know if these are separate messages or not. Because at the same time, she sent a message that said, I'm going to set him on fire. I'm going to watch him fucking burn to death. Fuck ass motherfucker. That's her words. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what she said in these messages. That's not Smiley saying that. That's her. She also said, piece of shit. How the fuck do I even fuck boys? How the fuck do I even have fuck boys his fuckboys have his back. Anybody want to help me out here? Because I don't want to be sad. I'm not going to be satisfied until something's done with her ugly self. She also said she wasn't going to be satisfied either. She said, I'm not going to be satisfied till I fucking kill him. She said, with my bare hands. And she said, spend the rest of my life in prison. And she said, ha, 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 ha. In the text message. I bet she ain't laughing now. I bet she ain't ha, 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 ha now. So, yes, she wrote that herself. And I hope she does spend the rest of her life in prison. And I hope she rots there. I don't know, y'all. I think the death sentence might be too easy for this one right here. Trigger warnings coming up again. Not that it ever went away on this one. But the one video shows her battering her daughter by forcefully tapping her and nudging her daughter on the head. Now, law enforcement censored out a lot of that. Nearly all the victims' informations. And let me say this. We don't harass anybody. I'm not telling anybody to harass anybody. Don't try to contact this family. None of this stuff. The law enforcement censored out and redacted almost all this victim's information, and the husband or the baby's daddy, the little girl, all the things. The charging document, it alludes to an extremely young age for this child by writing, you know, the stuff you can read that's not redacted, in this child being so young that they said her cranial, you know, in her brain, her head, her bones was extremely vulnerable to injury, along with her brain. So that told us she was very young. There's a video out there. I'm not going to show it, but the video said that the defendant kept throwing also the blanket over the little girl's head, over her entire face. Police saw it. They have said that it endangered or could have endangered the child's breathing. She did it over and over again. She berated this little girl, this child. She did it on video. She filmed herself. She's full of herself, all right. It's all there. it did not stop there. They allege the abuse continued forcefully tapping her on the head. In the probable cause statement, it spends a whole lot of time explaining the relationship of her, this is Smiley talking now, of her so-called friend. Her so-called friend did call the police, thank God. But this ain't no friend. Yeah, sicko. So, this is my opinion. I don't call it no friend, and you're going to see why in a minute. But this so-called friend, she sent them the information too. And this friend and her husband had already been offering to help her many, many times retain custody of the little girl. Some friend, you can't tell me you didn't see the red flags, the signs, hear her. I'm sorry. Not. They also said her and her husband tried to help them get low-income housing and enforce that, because I don't know where this bitch had been staying. But that, in my opinion, she never needed custody. And you can't tell me there was not red flags. That little kid should have never had to go through this or be abused or be berated or alienated or any damn thing else you want to call it. I don't care what you call it. This person on my screen, well, she had already got help with the Salvation Army. So I guess she didn't need the other woman and the husband's help. Anyway, that's kind of how their relationship went. But later, police found out that this mom and the daughter was at the Salvation Army. I don't want to say shelter because I don't know, but sometimes they help you get housing. So I don't know where they was at. Something the Salvation Army helped her do. And the mother was arrested there. And the child was soaked in her own urine. That's per the report. That's per her record. I just don't understand it. She left. When the police come, they read her Miranda rights. They did all the things. But this narcissist here, whoever she thinks she is, I don't know how she sleeps at night. She continued to tell the police and talk about the videos and the messages, and she took all accountability for it. She admitted she did all of it. I did it. I said it. I did it. She took all the credit for it. For the text messages, too. For the videos, everything. She's now in the Lee County Jail. Now, I got $7,500 bond, but I don't know, man. Maybe they had a misprint there and meant 75,000. I don't know what in the hell her bond is, but I know that's too damn low. I hope she don't get out. But she goes to court January 26th, so I hope she sits in there till she goes to court. But unless she has any so-called friends, she probably ain't getting out no matter how much her bail is. And if she does, she's going to Georgia because they gonna come pick her up because she's a fugitive from Georgia. But she got verbal abuse, physical abuse, and it's not okay. Threats are not okay. She filmed all this abuse with herself on video, and it's not okay. I don't care how much bodily harm she did or did not do to that little child. That child is going to have trauma forever. Children don't forget. They don't forget words like that. They don't forget. They live with them scars forever. They ain't going to forget how her mama did her daddy or her. I don't know if the dad was physically harmed, but she didn't get to burn him. But the threats alone, especially here in Florida, you can look up the Florida laws. The threats alone are very criminal under Florida law. Yep, CPS is involved. They're trying to ensure the child's safety. See, we talked about bruises. Okay? We talk about bruises every day. We talk about DV. But words bruise too. And sometimes they cut even deeper. Thank you, Holly. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Holly. Thank you so much. Words leave marks. They're like scars inside of you. You carry those scars for a lifetime. I want to say, if you or someone you know who is dealing with abuse, call the National Child Abuse Hotline. That too is an easy number to remember. 1-800-4A-CHILD. That's 1-800-422-4453. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Or you can chat with them if you go to childhelp.org. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you think a child is in immediate danger, please pick up that phone, dial 911 immediately. Don't try to help them keep custody, and don't try to help them get housing. I'm just saying. It's sad. It's horrible. And it has really upset me. What I want to say here is children are not emotional dumpsters. They're not props for your cruelty, my cruelty, their cruelty, this bitch on my screen's cruelty. And I'm not even going to apologize for using my words tonight. Children are not our punching bags. They are not our emotional dumpsters. If you're hurting, you get help. But you don't bleed your blood over on your children or your child or any child. And to that sweet child, I want to say this before I go. That sweet child, I don't know you. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you'll ever see this. But honey, I have not seen you, and I don't know you, and I don't need to see you, and I don't need to know you. But always remember this. You are not ugly, not inside, not outside. And you are not the problem. You never were the problem. This world will help you get through. People are cruel. This world owes you protection. Just always remember, little one, God made you, and he don't make mistakes. He don't make any mistakes. You matter. I wish I could hug you. I wish I could tell you in person that you will be okay. And you matter, and that you're beautiful. Maybe one day you'll see or hear about this. I'm sure you'll never forget. But stuff on the internet don't go away. But you matter. Never forget that. Never, ever forget that, little one. And bitch, if you ever see this inside a jail on a sneaked in phone, I hope you drop fucking dead. I'm sorry to wish that on somebody in the new year, but you can rot in hell. I'm Smiley and I'm out. Y'all have a great night. Let's continue. Hopefully this will be a better year. Good night.